Located the target down in there. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Damn, this is though. Yeah, it's Sunday. Hey, so we're gonna do a little olden moo. That's for sure. Olden moo. But before we get there, even though God's first. Oh. Make sure everything's going on here. Sounds like I got the editing program machine back and I'm able to cut and paste. And now I'm catching up on stuff. Oh, the fan.
I'm close.
Catching up on stuff. Now I'm tired. So let's get going on here. And ghost talker box, yeah? Okay. Higher. That's the ghost tube one. I got two of them going on here. Don't forget,
Scratch.
Easter's pretty soon, so he's looking at you, Easter. Oh, Easter. Hey.
Hey there. That's what I say to the doggy. Hey. Hi there.
Hi. It's the squishy egg thing. Someone got one and they threw it in the parking lot. They picked it up and washed it up. Got two of them now. They're just jamming with the mindless toys. Speaking of mindless toys, aside from my thing, I got Cymbeline, Shakespeare read tonight. I don't know who's going to go to that. So if you're watching those, thanks and likes and subscribes and thanks for watching. The Shakespeare turned into audio reading because we're just sitting there anyway. Anyways, the editing thing. Here's the newspaper. Oh look, something happening. Tourism rebounding from pandemic lows. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Everything about money, bottom line, is rebounding from the pandemic lows. And if the company or corporation is going to be overcharging you money, it's because of those pandemic supply side economics woes. They did that in 2008. Oh, it's the economy. They charge you high prices. So, I mean, that's the way the economy goes. But even when the economy is getting better, they're still charging you high prices. Even the president's on board with that one. Hey, shall we just do this let's do this old and new. This has a... Can't make it serious. Oh, notice the Padre Fellini Spiritus Sancti. Oh, Veni Sanctus Spiritus, Veni Sanctus Spiritus, Veni Sanctus Spiritus. That's right, it's glow in the dark. Ready for ghost hunting. Kiss. Made in China too. This is another problem. Alright, let's little random out of the old, and then random out of the new, and gotta be rubric, no commentary. Oh. And what do we have? The light.
Lady.
Says Ezra. Oh boy. Resistance to building the temple. When the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the returned exiles were rebuilding the temple to the Lord, the God of Israel, they approached Zerubbabel and the heads of families and said to them, "Let us build with you, for we worship your God as you do, and we have been sacrificing to him ever since the days of King Esarhaddon of Assyria, who brought us here." But Zerubbabel, Jeshua, and the rest of the heads of the family that said in Israel said to them, "You shall have no part with us in building a house to our God, but we alone must build to the Lord, the God of Israel, as King Cyrus of Persia has commanded us." There you go. Cyrus commanded them. He probably wouldn't go home and build your temple, because it's destroyed. Go home to Jerusalem. But our temple was destroyed. Go rebuild it. It was the command of... Oh, no commentary. Hey, New Testament with rubric. Gotta have rubric. Is a rubric in here? Romans, no rubric. Okay, quick. Come on. Hey, get it. Yes. Come on. That's all it is. Okay, come on. Where we at? Matthew, there's some rubric in here. Okay. This is Matthew chapter 9. A girl restored to life and a woman healed. When he was saying these things to them, suddenly a leader of the synagogue came and knelt toward him, saying, "My daughter has just died, but come and lay your hands on her and she will live." And Jesus got up and followed him and with his disciples. Then suddenly a woman who had been suffering from hemorrhages for 12 years came up behind him and touched the fringe of his cloak. For she had said to herself, if I only touch his cloak, I will be made well. Cursed. Jesus turned, and seeing her, he said, take heart, daughter, your faith has made you well. And instantly the woman was made well. When Jesus came to the leader's house, he saw the flute players' crowd making commotion. He said, go away, for the girl is not dead, but sleeping. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, we'll stop there. This is Benedictine thing here. This is the Benedictine. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble now. Don't go superstition.
Dog. Red. Shoot. Yes.
Dog, red, shoot, yes.
Come. Walk.
Oh, my son, it's old Yeller.
Teacher.
Teacher. Don't teacher me that. The news, let's run through this. We might not do, well, let's just go look. Ready? Go. Tourism rebounding from pandemic lows. Everything's pandemic lows. Ew, pre-pandemic this, pre-pandemic might. Look, it's new life in Waikiki. They want Waikiki. They want tourists. The tourists are back from pre-pandemic lows, and oh boy, because that's all they're. Not everybody in Hawaii benefits from tourist dollars. I'll tell you that. Okay, most of the industry of tourism goes to mainland. Okay, Mr. Cynical. What else is going on here? Trump blast. Oh, we're gonna look at that. It's on page 3. See, there's tornado leaves death and destruction, and there's Trump with a rally in Waco going death and destruction. There'll be death and destruction if I'm, you really? China spurs Asia Pacific arms race. And guess where I'm sitting my butt right now in the Asian Pacific world? Russia's giving tactical weapons to Belarus. Well, so he says, because that's his ploy. But you just don't know what's going on. Well, one thing is, Russia's trying to be chummy with China and base everything on the yuan. Is it not yen? It's yuan, the Chinese yuan. So instead of the US dollar being like petrodollars, instead of the US dollar, it's going to be the yuan. Hard, easy way in. Okay, this is all it's basketball kind of like. I'm not into the March Madness. I can't take this in March Madness. Stop it. What's going on? Oh yeah. There's a parade. King Kalakaua Day. What was Prince Jonah Kohio Kalanianikoli? Okay, sorry. They're marching down Kalanianikoli, I guess. No, that's the road. They would not be marching down that way. I just calm down. Remember back in the day, 1983, when we relax, just tie your towel. Let's just get out of the shower. Just make sure your towel has a knot in it and get on your surfboard. This guy's lazily doing Waikiki. You know who this guy is, though. It's legendary surfer Buffalo Keaulana. Keaulana. Buffalo. It's Buffalo. Prepares to kick off his big board classic surfing and entertainment extravaganza in Makaha. It's the big board extravaganza. And he's like, okay, everybody excited. Okay, all right, enough enough. Okay, Buffalo. See, I would go looking for those letters to the editor, but you know what? This is so much more. Okay, now this is real. I mean, this tornado plopped down Mississippi, just devastated them. Now over here, though, we have Trump goes to Waco. We're probably going to focus on this a little bit. Trump goes to Waco, Texas. That's right, Branch Davidian, David Koresh. He's the bread of whatever, the cuckoo cult guy. Okay, and he was on the Branch Davidian was on the wake of the Oklahoma City bombing. So he was, anyway, Trump goes down there and he's like slamming on the people trying to bring him to justice, I guess, or hold him accountable is the word, accountable. So here we go. Is anybody accountable for their stuff? This guy is just going, oh, I'm going to run for president. Now here's my rally. And then he's like whining about him being investigated and possibly indicted by the deep state, which is what, law enforcement agencies like FBI, those kind of things. So here he goes. Waco, Texas, which is also the birthplace of the guy, wild and crazy guy, Steve Martin. A defiant and incendiary Donald Trump, facing a potential indictment, held his first rally in 2024 presidential campaign on Saturday in Waco. Exactly, if that ain't alarm bells. Hello, we have another cult leader, Waco, party of 5. How many people went here? Okay, we'll think about it. It's made its famous deadly resistance, made famous by the by that David Koresh thing, Branch Davidian. In extraordinary display, Trump opened his rally by playing a song, Justice for All, featuring a choir of men imprisoned for the role in January 16th. So the guys that got arrested on the riot on the Capitol. Oh, there's a choir of them. Deadly insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, singing the national anthem and recording of Trump citing the Pledge of Allegiance. A recording of him citing the Pledge of Allegiance. Here, the paper in front of him, maybe. Some footage from the insurrection was shown on the screen. Okay, Trump, in a speech brimming with resentments because he's about to get cuffed, defended the insurrectionists and berated prosecutors overseeing multiple investigations of the Republican former president. He framed the probes as political attacks on him and his followers. You see, it's not that they're actually guilty. It's negative ad campaigning. You will be vindicated and proud, said Trump. The thugs and criminals who are corrupting our justice system will be defeated, discredited, and totally disgraced. It's a disaster. Trump's rally is Saturday in the airport grounds in Waco comes to this. Trump blasted prosecutors, encouraged protests, and raised the prospects of possible violence should he become the first former president used to face criminal charges. There's this death and destruction thing. So he's like inciting a riot again. Some of his, there's laws against inciting a riot, by the way. Some of his recent rhetoric, included the rally, has echoed language used as the Capitol insurrection and the mobs. So that big rally speech, he echoes some of that. Trump declared Saturday his enemies are desperate to stop us. And, excuse me, coffee. Kopi, Hawaiian for coffee. Our opponents have done everything they can to crush our spirit and break our will. He added, but they failed. They only made us stronger. And 2024 is the final battle. It's the final countdown. It's going to be the big one. See, this is someone you don't want nuclear codes. You put me back in the White House. The reign of... No, this is... Listen to this. Okay, Darth Vader voice.
But they failed. They've only made us stronger. And 2024 is the final battle. It's going to be the big one. You put me back in the White House, their reign will be over, and America will be free nation once again.
With the galaxies, join me. Ruled. This eyebrow-raising choice of venue when Waco comes in mid. It's only the 30th anniversary of 51-day standoff, blah, blah, blah. Trump's campaign insisted the location and timing has nothing to do with the Waco siege and anniversary of the siege. The spokesman said 70 miles of the Branch Davidian compound is conveniently between Dallas, Devil, and Fort Worth, and Houston, and San Antonio, and has infrastructure handled sizable crowd. Oh, is it just a nice venue? That's all. And the Texas governor, these guys, oh God, said it was one of they picked it on purpose. And he says, that's fake news. I picked Waco, he told the crowd. This is the lieutenant governor of Texas. Trump did not make any direct reference to his speech at Waco crowd. He told them it was one of those 50-50 states, go right to the heart of it. As far as abuses of power currently listed, so this is just crazy. It's that sign saying witch hunt and I stand with Trump and blah, 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 blah. Formerly said bad publicity, holes going through the roof, Manhattan. So basically, he's got the thing in Manhattan, which he has to go to New York City and face their laws, and then go to Georgia because he asked for many votes, so he interfered with the election. And then, of course, the Mar-a-Lago, what do you call it? Top secret government papers? Like, what is it? Military freaking launch codes? Or what? You don't want loonies to have top secret info that they're going to be selling out as party favors to his friends that are in high places in North Korea and China and Russia. Anyways, I just don't understand how this negative campaigning has captured the minds of so many people that they're still believing all of this. I don't know. I'm just all googly-eyed, but I hope to God this guy doesn't get close. I don't think his rallies are very, very successful. And even though he can get handcuffs put on him, he can still run his show if he's... I don't know how. That's going to be weird, but that's what's going to be happening. But not for me. It's time for... I don't know. Bye. Have a nice Sunday. Don't worry. the sun also rises.
Don't worry.
Oh,
The sun also
they took one
rises.
Nene Goose,
Oh,
but the sun also
they
rises.
took one Nene Goose, but they gave him back.
They took one Nene Goose, but they gave him back.
Oh, stealing the ducks.
So many chickens
Oh,
stealing the ducks.
So many
First sunrise for you. First sunrise for you.
First sunrise for you.
First
First
sunrise for you.
You the ducks.
Ducks in the chicken. Special love.